Hello, hello. Let's see. Okay, got that. Hey, how is everybody tonight? Holy cow, we already got 53 people in here. Dang. Let's see here. Hello. Let's see. Night Vaz, hello. Jordan, hello. Chippers, hello. Wilson, hello. Lady, hello. How is everybody tonight? Hello. Wow. Okay, there we go. How is everybody tonight? My phone's going off. Everything's going off. Wow, we've got 80 people in here already. Hello, comrade. Hello, guy. Of course, Rosie picks now to start making noise. Let's see here. Lisa D, welcome back to the stream. Whoa. We got a super chat already. Hang on. Okay. Sorry, guys, but I have to go ahead and enable slow mode. I tried to get it as long as I could, but slow mode's got to come on now. All right, let's set it for 45 seconds. See how that works. Save. Okay, let's check out this super chat. What the heck was this? $50. Holy cow. Thank you so much. Wow. Starting off the night with a bang. This is from Olivia Julius, $50. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Olivia. Wow. I paid a lot for this, so Francesca Scatina. Oh, no. Okay. Olivia is... All right, I'm going to have to read through this message, but I know that I'm going to have to cringe a little bit while I read this. All right. Olivia Julius says, I paid a lot for this. So, okay, so this is Olivia's words. These aren't my words, so don't take this out of context. Francesca Scatino didn't. Okay, I can't say that. Aaron 92 is right about the boo. Okay, I can't say it. I just can't say it. The Great Apple laptop flood was just a hoax. Well, there's video. No, it wasn't. Titanic was swapped with. I can't read this. I absolutely cannot read this with a straight face. Okay. All right, friend. Nope, I can't do it. The Great Apple laptop flow is a hoax. No, it wasn't. Titanic was swapped with them. Nope, it wasn't. There was no iceberg. Rosie needs her squeaky Sam torture. That is absolutely torture. Olivia, that you literally tortured me for the first 5 minutes or 2 minutes of this live stream. So thank you very much for that, Olivia. I'm sorry. My allergies are going crazy tonight. Olivia, thank you for the 50. And you absolutely did torture me. So thank you for that. Olivia, thank you very much for the 50. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Nightwing 2, thank you so much. Why is the, hang on, did I miss another live? Hang on, I think there was another super chat. No, we're good. Okay, we're good. Let's see here. Nightwing 2786, why is the Lusitania in such bad condition? There's a lot of theories about that. But if you want to know the one that I think is the most true, I believe in the 1930s, it was reported that people saw the British shooting rounds at the wreck of the Lusitania. And that was most likely, according to the conspiracy, that was because they were trying to cover up evidence that the U.S. was secretly sending weapons to the British during the time period that they were supposedly neutral in the First World War. And I do believe they found undetonated British rounds from the 30s around the wreck of the Lusitania. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they did. So it all depends on where you fall into that conspiracy. I've also heard that maybe that British ships mistook the hull of the Lusitania for a German U-boat, so they torpedoed it or dropped depth charges on it. I've heard that as well. So it all depends on what theory or conspiracy you believe, you know? Oh boy, here we go. Another random fact. Caleb, thank you so much. Sam, have you heard of loose football, a soccer ball that British kicked across no man's land while under machine gun fire? Caleb, you really need to do you really need to make your own YouTube channel, man, with all this stuff, you know. Caleb, thank you so much for the 5. I had never heard of that. Let's see here. Oh boy, here comes another. The cutting room floor, $2. That was worth the price of admission. Happy Sunday. Well, I'm glad that watching me suffer is worth the price of admission, cutting room floor. I'm glad you guys like watching me suffer. So, hang on a second, guys. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Oh. All right, I'm good. Of course, my allergies start acting up right now. All right, let's see here. And I even took some honey. I ate some honey too. All right, here. Cutting room floor. I'm glad you enjoyed that. All right, we got another super chat from Olivia again. 5. Thank you so much. Real question. Okay, Olivia, real question. Why did the Titanic have 3 steering wheels? 1 on the bridge, 1 in the wheelhouse, and 1 on the stern. Now, I could be wrong about this. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't have a 100% answer. That is something I've been meaning to research, but I never did. As far as the one that was on the stern, I'm guessing that it was for, to help them steer the ship while they were bringing the ship into port. Again, I could be wrong, but that's what I believe it's for. And as far as the 2 steering houses in the front, I know the main one that they used was inside the bridge in the wheelhouse. I think it was the wheelhouse, but it was the one that Quartermaster Hitchens had control of. And it was the one that, like, on the night of the iceberg impact, where they were steering, they weren't using the wheel that was at the very front. They were using the one that was inside the wheelhouse, I believe. Was it the wheelhouse? It's the enclosed part of the bridge. And that was the one that Quartermaster Hitchens was using. But remember, he couldn't even see the iceberg. Like, the windows were pitch black, so he couldn't even see out those windows. And then as far as the one that's at the very front of the ship in the outward area, I believe they only use it near shore, but I'm not 100% certain why. I think it has to do with maybe it takes more rotations with it. I'm not sure. So I've never looked into that. So if anybody else knows the answer to that, please let me know in the chat. That is definitely something I would like to research more. So hope that answered your question. That's the best one that I can say. So, but again, that's best guess. That is the best guess I've got without doing more research, but I will do more research. Thank you so much for the super chat, Olivia. Thank you for the 5. Let's see. Are we all caught up? We got 5 from Gordon. Thank you so much, Gordon. I really appreciate you. Appreciate. No question, though. Let's see. Ice Squirrel. Murdoch would have been able to steer away if he didn't call full astern. The faster you go, the quicker you turn when it comes to ships. Well, here's the thing. Murdoch actually, it's most likely that Murdoch never yelled full speed astern. And the evidence for that was Frederick Barrett, because right around the time that the iceberg was going to hit, they were ordered, like, there was an indication light in the boiler room and the light glowed red, meaning, they had to shut the dampers and stuff like that. And that was so they didn't build up any more steam pressure. And you wouldn't need to do that if you ran the engines in full astern. So honestly, it looks like that, no, the Titanic didn't go full speed astern. He just ordered the engines to stop. And it's not like a speed ship where, when they say they order the engines to stop, the engines stop. On the bridge, the telemote or the telegraph stuff, like, they don't control the engines. All they do is send a signal to the engine room and tell them what to do. So it takes a few minutes. So by the time the Titanic was approaching the iceberg and they signaled it, it took some time for the engines to stop. So no, I do not think that would have affected anything at all. Let's see here. We got 2 from Chippers for the Rosie Treat Fund. Thank you so much. Caleb, $10. Here we go. Another historical fact. Leo Major. Oh, and thank you for the 2, Chippers. And thank you for the 10, Caleb. Another historical fact. Leo Major, a French Canadian during World War II, is reported to have single-handedly liberated a village that was under German control by making it seem that he outnumbered the Germans. Wow. I did not know. Caleb, make a YouTube channel. I'm telling you, make a YouTube channel. Start telling these stories, man. You are awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Caleb, I did not know that. You are a wealth of information. Let's see here. Let's see. Gordon, 5. Thank you so much. Sam, you need to look into the wreck of the SS Islander, sank in 1901 in Alaska. SS Islander? That's how you say that. Islander. Let me take a look. Let's do a Google foo, because I have never heard of this ship. Let's see. The Islander. SS Islander. Wikipedia was a 1,519 ton, 240-foot ship. Let's see. SS Islander. Wikipedia. Let's see here. Fate sunk on the 15th of August, 1901. Let's see. It's does it say here why she sank? I don't see it on here. Wreck of Islander. Okay, I'm gonna have to research this a little bit, but all right, I'll definitely check this out. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you, Gordon. This is going on the list. Hang on a second. Let's see. SS Islander. All right. SS Islander. Okay, boom. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Gordon, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Whoa. What just happened here? All right, there we go. Miss Yarn, 5. Thank you so much. Visiting from Halifax, Nova Scotia. We love our Titanic history. That's awesome, Miss Yarn. Thank you so much for tuning in. I cannot wait to visit Halifax. And I actually did see the UK was finally opening up their borders again. So maybe I'll be able to come there before too long. But thank you for the 5, Miss Yarn. Cassie5, thank you so much. I was up till midnight on Halloween night, and I was able to grab a Titanic set, and I'll be doing a review on it. Were you able to grab one yourself? I was not. I was not able to get the Titanic Lego set. I might try again. It's just, I don't know. Unless they pop up, like, I wasn't able to get one initially. So, you know, and at the same time, it's so much money. I mean, it's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for one Lego set. But I do want to get one, and I am planning to get one. But I did invest in something here recently that is going to make my content on YouTube a little bit better. I got a new tool that I thought would really make my videos better. So I waited a bit between this and the Titanic Lego, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get the Titanic Lego, going back and forth. And for now, I got this. I may get the Titanic Lego later, but I got a new tool for my YouTube channel. If you guys would like to see it, let me know what I got. But I picked it up today. So would you guys like to see what I picked up? Let's see here. Did we get any more? Cassie5. There we go. Okay, we're all caught up on the super chats. Yes. You guys want to see the new tool? Hang on a second. No? What? You don't want to see it? You don't want to see what the new tool? Hang on a second, guys. There we go. I picked this up today. First official camera that I purchased for my Historic Travels YouTube channel. This is the Sony ZV-1. And all the reviews of it said it's awesome. And I watched a video of a guy who made his YouTube channel using an iPhone 11 like what I did, and he upgraded to this, and he said it was a night and day difference. So that's what I got. It's got I think it's got one of the best microphones, and the best thing about this is it's got a rotation screen, so I can actually see what I'm doing. So boom, that's what I thought I would do. I decided to invest in a camera, so I can't wait to start making videos with it. Let's see here. Kill that. Okay, we're good. Ba-ba-da-ba. All right, we got another super chat from Cassie5 then. If you want, when I get it, I could make a review for your channel. I understand if collabs aren't your thing. Cassie, no, I would love to see that. If you want to do a review for it and talk about it and everything like that, that would be awesome. I haven't completely abandoned my notions of getting the Titanic Lego. Chances of getting it aren't exactly great at the moment. And they're already being scalped on eBay for stupid amounts of money. I mean, I saw one on there with bids for $1,100. $1,100. What the heck? I mean, I really think that they're going to be botted up. You know, bots are getting them just like they did with all the video game consoles, the Xbox, the PS5. So if I can get one, great. If I can't, I can't. So we'll see. I'm definitely going to get one eventually. It just depends on when I'm going to get it. That is the big thing. Thank you for the 5, Cassie. I really appreciate you. We got another super chat from Cameron. 10, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, love the channel. Thank you, Cameron. Thanks to you, I felt like an expert when my coworkers were having a discussion on the Titanic. Do you plan to do a video on the USS Maine? Really interesting story and 3 inquiries. The USS Maine. Yes, I do believe I plan to. The USS Maine, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was that ship that exploded, right? The USS Maine explosion. Yeah, I was right. The USS Maine explosion. February 15, 1898, and contributing to the outbreak of the Spanish-American War. Yeah, that's what it was. I do plan to do a video on that at some point. I don't have a plan for it in the immediate future. So here's my plan for the next week on my channel. I've got a Titanic video that I've already started working on, and I'm going to release that probably either Tuesday or Wednesday. And then after that, I got to do Britannic Part 2, and then I've got to finish Britannic for the anniversary of the sinking of Britannic. That is my ultimate goal, is to get Britannic done in time for the anniversary. Maybe do the last episode, the Britannic episode, on the anniversary of the sinking. That'd be pretty cool. That would be very, very cool. But yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. Let's see here. Thank you for the 10, Cameron. Appreciate you. Carlos 5, thank you so much. Do you think the White Star Line would still have gone bankrupt had the Titanic and Britannic not sank? Thanks, and I love your channel. Thanks so much, Carlos. That's actually a pretty hard question to answer, because if you want to speak purely financial, the White Star Line actually had a very good year financially, even with the sinking of the Titanic. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. The loss of the Titanic was a huge blow to the White Star Line, and the Titanic wasn't even a fully insured ship. So the White Star Line lost a ton of money when the ship went down. But what I'm talking about in terms of business, traffic on other ships and everything, honestly, they did pretty good. So if it's hard to say for certain if the Titanic and the Britannic would have kept the White Star Line from going out of business, it definitely would have helped. But, you know, who's to say for certain? I think most likely what would have happened is that Cunard and White Star may have had a 50-50 share in Cunard White Star instead of Cunard owning the majority. So I think that's my best guess on there. And wow, we got super chats coming in like crazy. Okay, great question, Carlos. Thank you so much for the 5. Stupid allergies. Ugh. Let's see here. We got 20 from Ryan. Thank you so much. As soon as he gets out of prison, Schettino should upload a YouTube video proving the Titanic V-break and that Titanic was really the Olympic. Also proving the iceberg was really a Russian spy with a shout out to her in 1912. You know what, Ryan? Here's what I think. I don't even think that Captain Schettino cares. Wait, why did I say Captain Schettino? Coward Schettino. I don't even think Coward Schettino cares that much about ships. I mean, sure, he was captaining the Costa Concordia, but the way he acted on the night that that ship went down does not say to me that this man really cared about ships at all. And he never acted like a captain. You know, even from the stories I heard about him before the sinking of the Concordia, he just wasn't a man who I think really cared about ships. You know, I think he was there for the glory, the spotlight, like, ooh, look at me, I'm in charge of a ship. I think that was his thing. I don't think he had a true appreciation for these beautiful ocean liners. You know, it was just, hey, I'm the captain, I'm famous. I think it was like that with him. Let me know what you guys think of that theory in the chat. Brian, thank you for the 20. I really appreciate you. Let's see here. JG35. Hi, Sam. Thank you for the 5. I enjoy your videos. Did you get the letter I sent from Aberdeen, Scotland? Aberdeen, Scotland. I did get some letters. I don't think I got one from Scotland yet, though. I'm going to be making a mail time video soon, and I have been checking on it, but from Scotland, I don't recall seeing something. But any mail that I get, I've been putting it in a pile, and I'm going to make a dedicated mail time video. I haven't had a chance yet. But I did get 2 letters today. One from Germany. Are they sitting here? No, they're in the back room. I'll have to get them. But I got a letter. It was from Germany, one from Germany, and one from Honolulu. So I'm definitely going to be making a big shout out video to everybody who sent me mail. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. But no, I haven't gotten it from Scotland, and I will keep my eye out for it. Thank you so much, JG3. I appreciate the 5, and I will keep an eye out for that. Let's see. Isaac 5, thank you so much. Fact, Sam could have stopped the Titanic sinking by plugging the holes with his models and merchandise. I don't know about that. And if my little mini Titanic model is any indication, this thing's gotten a lot of damage and a lot of like dents and scratches and stuff like that. So I don't think that this thing could hold back water pressure. I'm just saying. But Isaac, thank you for the 5. I really appreciate you. M5, thank you so much. Where to get Titanic artifacts that are legit? They pop up sometimes. I mean, you just kind of have to keep an eye out for them. And you can see posts whenever they show up. There's a Titanic store that has authentic Titanic coal. I've seen that before. They just show up. You know, I can't give you a definite answer. Sometimes you find them on eBay, but you've got to be careful with that. Like, you got to research the seller, research the information about it. There was one person who was trying to sell a letter who they claimed was from the Lusitania, and the letter it looked way too good. It looked way too good to be from the Lusitania. And when I asked them, can you show a letter of authenticity, like a certificate of authenticity? Can you prove where it was from and everything? Then he stopped talking to me. So you just kind of have to use your best judgment on that and research it, find out what you're looking for. Titanic stuff is pretty hard to come by, but it is out there. So that's the best tip that I can give you. And keep up the good work. Keep up the hunt. You know what I mean? And coal is easy to come by, more or less. Let's see here. I hope I answered your question pretty well. Did I miss anything? M for 5. Got that one. Tina, $10. Thank you so much. Hey, Sam, did the White Star Line say Titanic was unsinkable? If not, who did and why? No, they did not. The White Star Line never claimed that the Titanic was unsinkable. That was something that came later. Officially, what happened was there was a statement made by Captain Smith. I believe it was for the Olympic, where Captain Smith said that he could not see of any great disaster happening to this vessel. Modern shipbuilding has gone beyond that. Captain Smith did say that. But the official stance with the White Star Line is that the Titanic and the Olympic were as unsinkable as we know how to make a ship. That was what the White Star Line said. She was as unsinkable as we know how we could make her. No one ever said the White Star Line, Titanic, or Olympic was unsinkable. Now, because White Star Line made that comment, I'm sure there were some people who worked at a ticket booth or something like that and goes, oh, yeah. The Titanic was unsinkable. Yeah. She's the unsinkable ship. You know it. And I think the media just ran with it because we all know the media loves a good story and they have no issues in twisting facts if it helps sell a story. You know what I mean? Like the media twisted stories around 100 years ago, just like they do today. So yellow journalism at its finest. But yeah, that's it. That's where it came from. It was just something that went crazy after the sinking. And yeah, that just like a coal fire sunk the Titanic. No, it did not. It did not. Just saying. I hope you guys get where I'm saying. Tana, great question. Appreciate the 10. Cameron 5, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, just realized the Britannic anniversary lands on your stream night. What about doing Britannic Patroness stream? Just a thought. Does it really? Hang on a second. It does. November 21st. It actually... Interesting. What is... I wonder what time it is over at the island of Kia. I wonder what time that would be there to coincide with Eastern time. Can somebody in the chat look that up for me? Can you let me know what time in, what is the difference in time zones between? So like if somebody in the chat can look it up, can somebody let me know what time it is at the island of Kia at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time here on the East Coast? I'm very curious about that because wouldn't it be cool if I did that anniversary stream at the exact time that the Britannic was going down? Kind of like a live commentary on everything that's happening. That would be pretty freaking cool. I need to look that up. Let me know if you guys figure that out in the chat. But great idea, Cameron. Great idea. My first video game live stream. That'd be really cool. That would be super cool. Okay, here come a few more super chats. Okay, we got that one. Caleb 10. Oh boy, here we go. Another history fact. In the 1960s, during the siege of Jetoville, 150 Irish soldiers from the UN held off 3,000 Congolese soldiers in the Congo for 5 days without losing any Irish lives. Wow, I did not know that. Okay. Caleb, very interesting stuff, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate you. Again, make a video. Like make your own YouTube channel. Make your own YouTube channel. Oh, look who's here. I see you. Hi, Cooper. I see you looking. Yes, I did hear that you visited my family and stuff. Yep. Hi, Cooper. I'm giving you a shout out. How are you doing, Cooper? I'm glad you are a fan. I'm glad you met my family and everything like that. Cooper, it's good to see you. And hey, we'll meet one of these days. Glad to hear that you are a fan. Coop really means a lot. Here's a shout out to Cooper. Battle 279. Thank you so much. Okay, one letter. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Battle. I appreciate you. Thank you. And where is the other? I know there was some other super chats. Am I missing them or am I caught up? I'm all caught up. Nice. We got Isaac 2. Thank you so much. Because Tina's cellmate is probably prison. Nice, Isaac. Nice. Thank you for the 2. 66 million 5. Thank you so much. Hi, Sam. Have you heard about the ship in the cornfield named the Virginia? Very interesting story. What? Okay, hang on. Ship in, was it washed up in a tsunami or something? Ship in cornfield. Hang on, I'm doing a Google search. Steamboat Virginia ran aground in a cornfield in 1895. What? Okay, I found a picture here. While running on the Ohio during a flood in March of 1910, it became stuck in a cornfield in Willow Grove. Seriously? And there's actually a picture of it. Holy crap, that is so cool. And this is from Marshall Digital Scholar. Okay, that I have never heard of that, and that is something that is worthy of a list topic. So we are going to go with Steamboat. What is this? Steamboat Virginian. Got it. Steamboat Virginia. I got it. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for that. I'd never heard of that. Very, very interesting. Thank you so much, 66 mil. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, he's back. I am Lamp is here. Okay. No, Lamp. No. Bad Lamp. No, you are not going to turn off the lights this time. Okay, Lamp, I am protecting the light switch. Lamp, you will not. Ah! Okay, I am ready for you. Again. Lamp, you will not kill the live stream. The lights will stay on. The lights will stay on. Oh, I should have done this for Halloween. This is super cool. I should have done that for Halloween. Hi, Lamp. Thank you for the 279. I appreciate you. I super appreciate you. Of course, now it stays on. There we go. And now I'm seeing spots. Great. I am Lamp. Welcome back to the stream. Caleb 5, thank you so much. Lol, Lamp. Everybody laughing on the Lamp. Next Halloween, then. Oh, that is funny. I love the chat whenever I do something goofy. Okay, let's see here. Caleb, Bob, Sam, I heard a nasty rumor that a piano fell to the deck on the Aquitania. Sorry, this isn't my normal fact. Did it really? I have never heard that. Let's see. Did a piano fall through the deck on Aquitania? That is something that is worthy of a lookup. The decks leaked in foul weather, and the bulkheads and funnels were corroded to the point that one could stick a finger through them. Holy crap. A piano had fallen through the roof of one of the dining rooms from the deck above during a corporate luncheon held on the ship. This signaled the end of the Aquitania's operational. Oh, so this was towards the end of the Aquitania's life, like when the ship was about to be scrapped. In late 1949 is when it says it happened. Holy crap. That is interesting. I'd never heard of that. I had never heard of that. Very cool. Thank you so much, Caleb. Thank you for the 5. Gordon, about 5 hours earlier. Okay, it would be about 12 p.m., I think. Okay, all right. Thank you, guys. I may have to do an early live stream when the Britannic anniversary comes, because that'd be really cool. Me live stream playing the Britannic game on the anniversary thing and be talking about. That would be really, really cool. I really like that idea. Super, super cool. Everybody, thank you for looking up that time for me. Chippers 5, thank you so much. Have you, hang on. I need a drink. Oh, I love this stuff. This video is sponsored by, just kidding. Just kidding. All right, let's see here. Chippers 5, have you visited any ships that have sunk and been raised? I've seen the Mary Rose, and it's really something to see. Chippers, the only shipwreck that I've seen actually raised is the Hunley. And for those of you who don't know, it was a Civil War submarine that was used by the South, and they used it to sink one ship, and then the explosion from that ship sunk the Hunley. The Hunley was found, I believe, it wasn't too far off the coast of Charleston, South Carolina, I believe, and they brought it up. When I saw it, it was inside of a tank, and it was so long ago when I saw it. But as far as I know now, they drained the tank, and the submarine is actually visible. Definitely an interesting piece of history. And honestly, I still can't believe there was a submarine that was able to sink a ship during the Civil War. That's absolutely insane. And let's see here. Are we all caught up on the super chats? I think we are. Yes, we are. Nice. Let's see here. Wilson, need to do an Edmund Fitzgerald video, Sam. I did that a long time ago, Wilson. Look on my channel, but there is an Edmund Fitzgerald video. Let's see here. Your friendly neighborhood. I'm still waiting for you to make a video about, that SNES game. Yeah, I do need to look into that. April, what do you think would have happened? Okay, let's see here. Jimmy, have you heard about the Christmas tree ship that went down in November of 1912? I had not. Hang on a second. Let's see. Christmas tree ship that sank in 1912. Let's see. The Ruse Simmons was a 3-mast schooner famous for having sunk in a violent storm in Lake Michigan in 1912, nicknamed a Christmas tree ship. Interesting. This could be something for a Christmas episode of Historic Travels. I'm putting that on the list right now. I had never heard of this. Very, very cool. I didn't know there was a Christmas tree ship. Very cool. And this was, okay, I got it. Okay, the Ruse Simmons and Christmas tree. It is coming up on Christmas time. Christmas tree. Got it. Was that right? Let's see. It was having sunk in Lake Michigan in 1912. I have been meaning to do another Great Lake shipwreck, and this would probably be a good one to do. Oh, man. This time change is killing me. My contacts are ready to come out, but I got to stay strong. All right, here we go. Let's see. Wait, what's happening here? What's happening to the chat? Okay, there we go. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Skipical. Heard of the Titanic? It sank in April of 1912. No, I have never heard of the Titanic. What is that? What is that? Maritime history. Historic travels. The 46th anniversary of the Edmund Fitzgerald is coming in 3 days. Seriously? Hang on a second. When did the Edmund Fitzgerald sink? Is it really coming up? Let's see. The Edmund Fitzgerald. Wait, of course, it doesn't tell me when the wreck happened on the first thing that pops up. November 10th, 1975. You're right. November 10th, 1975. We may need to do something for that. We may need to do like a commemoration video for the Edmund Fitzgerald. That is something we may need to do. But thank you for letting me know about that. Let's see. William, 5. Thank you so much. Hi, Sam. Thanks for reading my comment last week. I have a fun fact. MV Demertis used to smuggle cigarettes between Turkey and Italy. Okay, the MV Demertis. I'm not familiar with that ship. I guess, okay, let's take a look here. Did we talk about that last week? I can't remember. The MV Demertis smuggled cigarettes, huh? Let's take a look. MV Demetrius. Oh, yes, I remember this. This was that freighter, or that freighter ship that was mentioned last week. I recognize the picture. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that about that. It smuggled cigarettes, huh? Smuggled cigarettes between Turkey and Italy. Was there some kind of a cigarette ban or something? I'm not sure why it would do that, but I don't know enough about that area. Thank you so much, William. I appreciate you, and we'll have to talk about that when I get to that video. James, 5, thank you so much. Love the channel. I'm obsessed with everything Titanic. Wait. So thanks for everything you do. Thank you so much, James. I really appreciate it. It's because of the support of all of you that I'm able to do this for a job. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Garrett, video about the World Trade Center video, please, and make it a series and cover all the buildings of the complex and the aftermath and the floors caused the collapse. Do you know what happened to the 7 World Trade Center? So I've talked about that before, and the World Trade Center stuff in 9/11 has been requested a lot. It's something I'm a little hesitant to do a video on just because in the grand scheme of things, it really wasn't that long ago. And I want to be sure that I pay the proper respect to everyone, and I don't want to do anything that would accidentally offend anybody, because 9/11 is it's a very touchy subject. It's hard to make a video about it, and I want to pay the proper respect to everybody who was there and everybody who was affected by it. I mean, shoot, there are people still alive, but I've met people who were impacted by 9/11. And basically what happened was when I worked at AT&T, it's a cell phone company, for those of you who don't know, I met a lady once. She had a purse, and her purse was of Manhattan. And I was just helping her with her cell phone and everything. And I asked her, oh, that's so cool. Did you live in New York City? And she's like, I lived there for 30 years. And I'm like, oh, well, what made you leave? And she said that she was inside the Twin Towers when the plane hit. I'm like, wait, what? Like, she was actually in the Twin Towers. She was in the first tower hit by the first plane. And she said that she was in the lobby and she didn't feel anything because she was so far down. But then she walked outside and she looked up and saw paper coming down from the sky. And then she went back inside the building, and her manager said that there was a fire up on one of the high levels, but it was okay for her to stay in the tower and keep working. And she's like, no. And she left, and she was about 10 blocks away when the tower came down. So that's a crazy story. And it's just, if I ever do a 9/11 video, I want to make sure I do it right. And it's something that I've always been a little bit nervous about being able to make a video on and do it justice, Kasi, 5, thank you so much. Just recommend my World Trade Center documentary. Kasi, I still need to watch it, man. I'm sorry that I haven't gotten to it yet. Do me a favor and resend that to my email, and I'll try to watch it probably tomorrow. So, Kasi, please send that 5, and I'll definitely talk to you when I'm done. I'd have been meaning to watch it, and I'm sorry I haven't yet. Kasi, thank you so much. Cameron, 5, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, one more bit idea. What about Rum Row? It was a bunch of vessels that took advantage of the maritime law to get around the prohibition. Were those ships that went out to sea, so they were technically in international waters, and that way they could serve alcohol? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you are talking about? Hang on. Rum Row ships. The Alcohol Prohibition as a Prohibition era term, 1920-1933, referring to a line of ships loaded with liquor anchored beyond the maritime limit of the United States. These ships taunted the 18th Amendment through the small margin of safety. That is crazy. And there's actually pictures. There's actually pictures. Wow, that's a lot of alcohol. Holy cow. I've never looked into this, but I have heard the term before. That actually would make a really cool video. That would really make a cool video. Rum row ships. All right, cool. I've got it. That's added to the list. Thank you so much. That would be really funny. That would be a really good video to talk about. Very cool. Thank you, Cameron. I appreciate you. Appreciate. Let's see here. Jay, Sam, what if Cunard owned the Titanic? If Cunard owned the Titanic, then I would say that the Titanic would have a similar paint scheme. Yeah, that would be my guess. It would just have that kind of a look to it. And the Titanic and the Olympic class would look more like it would look more like the Lusitania and the Mauretania. That's what would happen if the Cunard line owned the Titanic. That's exactly what would happen. I need a drink. There we go. Let's see here. Mr. Wilson, what would have Andrews have done in World War I? That's a good question. I'm not sure if Thomas Andrews had any military history in his family, but I'm sure he would have served. Let's see. Jordan, people say that Captain Smith was drunk at the time of the collision. Is that true? No, he did not drink at sea. Lee, keep tea away. Okay, you don't have to worry in case you haven't seen it before, but I keep my tea and mocha on a side table ever since the great spill. So if this stuff does fall over, it will not get anywhere near my computer. So do not worry. I take the proper precautions now when it comes to my drinks while I'm doing a live stream. Excuse me. Let's see. Vivid. Hi again, Sam. Hi, Vivid. I know you are doing battleships next, so you might want to know about the British cruiser HMS Repulse. She was sent to the She was sent to protect Singapore, but she was attacked by Japanese planes and sunk. Interesting. I haven't heard of that one, but I will definitely look into it. Look into that. Dicey. Hey, Sam. If you didn't do YouTube, where do you think you would work? Do you think you'd work at a Titanic museum somewhere? Actually, Dicey, if I wasn't doing YouTube and YouTube hadn't taken off, I would probably be back working with the mine company that I was with. Before YouTube, I worked for a company called Golder, and I worked on a copper mine in Arizona. I was a quality control tech. And I was offered my job back after probably 4 months, it was longer than that. It was probably about 6 months, but I was offered a job back. But YouTube was doing good. It was maintaining it, and I wasn't crazy about the location they were wanting to send me. So, and the money and the pay wasn't as good because my pay fluctuated based on what projects, locations I was at. So when they asked if I wanted to come back, I was doing good enough with YouTube that I said, not at this time, but thank you so much for the offer. So there's your answer. If I wasn't doing YouTube, I would probably be with Golder working on a mine somewhere. Before COVID, I was getting ready to go up to a mine in the Arctic Circle, if you can believe that. That's what I was getting ready to do. Let's see here. Olivia, 5. Thank you so much, Olivia. Why was Captain Smith so popular as a captain? It seems weird that he was so popular, but yet had a few wrecks under his belt. I think it just had to do, I don't know the complete history of Captain Smith, but I do know that he was very popular with the first class passengers. And sure, he made mistakes. But honestly, he was a good captain, and everybody liked him. And there were some people who would not sail on a ship, like passengers who would not sail on a ship unless he was the captain. So I guess it was just his experience, his time, and just who he was, I'm pretty sure that's why he was so popular, Wasn't he called the Millionaire's Captain? I believe he was. Yeah, because he was so popular with everybody. So I hope that answers your question. But yeah, everybody liked Captain Smith, and he was a good captain. And honestly, people should not. I really think he did the best job that he could on the night of the sinking because, he was running around. There are some depictions of him that he was kind of in a catatonic state or not handling things very well. And I'm sure there were a few moments where he was probably in a daze. Who wouldn't be with everything going on? But still, he was very active. He did try to get the lifeboats to come back. He was running around doing stuff. And if you want more evidence that he was, in the right state of mind throughout the sinking, Think about Jack Phillips and Harold Bride, the two wireless operators on the Titanic, because you have to remember the Marconi room, if you can see it, it's right around here, you know, close to the officers' quarters, just behind the first funnel. And he walked in there somewhere close to 2 a.m. and maybe it's a little bit earlier than that. And he told Jack Phillips and Harold Bride that, you know, you've done your full duty. You can do no more. Abandon your cabin. So, I mean, he actually had the right state of mind to remember those two guys are still in the Marconi room. I need to tell them that it's time to go. If you had a man who was catatonic and not thinking clearly, would he remember that? I would say no. So honestly, Captain Smith was a good captain to the end, and he did not leave the Titanic until literally the final moments had begun. So Captain Smith does not deserve any bad reputation as far as I'm concerned. Olivia, thank you for the 5. Captain Scatino, you could learn a thing or two from Captain Smith. Hey, flashback to my Costa Concordia video. Cassie10, thank you so much. No problem. I've wanted to know how you liked it, but I remembered you'd be busy, so I didn't bother. I'll send it again. I was actually able to play it in my history class, and my teacher enjoyed it. That's awesome, Cassie, and I definitely will watch it. Yeah, sorry I was busy last week. That's just why I didn't upload much, but I'm good. I'm here, and we are going to resume normal operations on this channel. So, Kazi, I will check that out. Thank you so much for the 10. I super appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see here. I think we're all caught up on the super chats. Are we all caught up? I think we are. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Rogue, Sam, I made a fictional ship called the SS... Whoa, hang on. Whoa, what just happened? I made a fictional ship called the SS Woodburg. It's a mix of Titanic, Lusitania, and Queen Mary, and it's the size of the Titanic and has black funnels and 1 gold stripe on the funnel. That's awesome, Rogue. Make sure you send me a picture of that. I will check that out. Let's see. Ozzy with Rosie. With Rosie. What's wrong with Rosie? Let's see here. Jay, what if Titanic was in World War I? Honestly, if Titanic was in the First World War, I'd say she would be a hospital ship or a troop ship like the Olympic. That would be my guess as to what the Titanic would do during the First World War. She'd be a hospital ship or she'd be a troop ship. Let's see. Adam, what is your favorite ship that you have covered? What is my favorite ship that I have talked about? What is my favorite ship that I have talked about? I have no idea. Joking aside, the Titanic is definitely the Titanic is definitely the ship that is closest to my heart, but I have a lot of ships that I like. Besides the Titanic, I think that my second favorite ship is the Queen Mary, only because I haven't really talked about it much, but it's because I have my own distant connection to the ship because I've talked about him before, but he was a man who was like a grandfather to me. And he taught me violin for 10 plus years, and he passed away a few years ago. He was 96 years old. But he sailed on the Queen Mary during the First World War, and I really miss him. And whenever I see the Queen Mary, it's like, in a way, I can reconnect with him. You know, I really miss that man. I really do. But yeah, that's what I'd have to say. Probably the Queen Mary. Cassie5, your email isn't on your About page anymore. Is it not? Is it not really? Okay, I'll have to check that. That would probably explain why I haven't been getting emails on there. All right, I will definitely check that, Cassie. I'll try to get that pulled back up. Pen prop, laughing face, crying face. I'm not sure what you're laughing about, pen prop, but okay. Gordon, $2. Rosie is going to turn off your lights. No, she's not. She's in there, sound asleep. So she is not going to turn off my lights. So nice try. Gordon, thanks for the 2. Olivia 5, who caused more damage on the Titanic? A, iceberg. B, Sam playing with this Titanic model when we shouldn't be. Okay, so if the Titanic, I'd say that my little Titanic model, I'd say the iceberg did more damage to the real Titanic than I've done to my model, because even though the Titanic couldn't operate in the state that my model is in, the ship could still float. So I'd say the iceberg did more damage to the real Titanic than I've done to my model. Thanks for the 5, Olivia. Cringy 5. Good morning, Sam. Good evening, Cringy. Hope you had a good rest and had a good breakfast and had coffee. Look forward to a great Tuesday. Thank you so much, Cringe. I have a good video planned. I've got a camera that I'm going to be working with, so I hope you guys like my next video. Got a Titanic video coming for you guys early this week, so Tuesday or Wednesday. And then I'm shooting to release my Britannic video either Friday or Saturday. That is the plan. But yep, I am ready to film. This is the first official camera that I've ever bought to film my videos on my channel. So looking forward to working with it. And hang on a second. Daniel, $2. Hi, Sam. Is the Ss Titanic incorrect? No, it's not. There's two different terms you can use to go in front of the Titanic. You can use Ss Titanic, which stands for Steamship Titanic, or RMS, which stands for Royal Mail Ship Titanic. So it's easier to get SS because steamship, but to get Royal Mail Ship, the ship had to carry mail. So either term could be used for the Titanic, SS or RMS. I believe Ss Titanic was on the ship's lifeboats. So let's see. Billy, how 5? Thank you so much. How familiar are you with the SS Titanic, and what do you think happened to her? Also, say hi to your doggy for us. The SS Titanic, that was that White Star Line ship that disappeared, right? People keep asking me about these ships, and it's just, I forget about them because I haven't researched it yet. Yeah, that was that White Star Line ship that disappeared. So to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know enough about this ship to give you a definite answer. On February 11, 1893, less than a year after her maiden voyage, she was lost at sea during an east-west crossing across the Atlantic Ocean. The ship departed without any problems being for a hard time. There was no way for the ships at sea to report possible incidents. Wait, when this 1892, so I'm guessing it didn't have wireless yet. Does anybody know what year Marconi wireless machines started to be put on ships? Because that is something I do not know, and I would like to know that. What year did Marconi wireless stuff start getting put onto ships? Has this wreck been found? I need to research this. I'm definitely curious about it. I need to research this a little bit, but I will look into it. And I'd also like to know where this ship left from. I wonder if this is a Bermuda Triangle story. Interesting. I don't know. It all depends on where the ship left from and where it was heading and all that stuff. But I'll have to research it. Billy, there will definitely be a video about that ship. Do not worry about that. The White Star Line ghost ship. So here we go. 1909, 1902, 1909. Okay, there's a bunch of dates here. 1911, it was 1899. I think it was the late 1890s. I've got dates all over the place. I've got dates all over the place here, so I'll look into that. Thank you, guys. Taylor 5, thank you so much. If Lightoller had done women and children first instead of women and children only, how much differently do you think the evacuation would have played out? I think it would have had a big effect because what you have to remember, at the beginning of the sinking, the officers weren't being completely truthful with the Titanic's passengers. They were telling them, it's just a drill and you're going to be back on. I don't know if they ever said you'll be back on by a certain time, but, it was just the passengers didn't know. And then at the same time, they're telling them it's women and children only. And these wives didn't want to be separated from their husbands, and they're like, okay, let me ask all of you guys something. All right. All right. I want all of you guys to tell me something. And I see these super chats. I'll answer them in a second, but I want you guys to answer this in the chat. All right. Try to paint this picture for yourself. All right. It's the middle of the night. You're on the Titanic. Okay. Some of you may know about the iceberg impact. Some of you may not. All right. You come up onto the boat deck. Because the officers told you to. They're telling you to get into the lifeboats because it's a drill. It's just a drill. And you now have to choose between getting off a nice, warm, well-lit Titanic and as far as you all know, the ship isn't sinking. So it's not sinking. They're telling you have to, women and children first, you have to leave your husband behind. Honestly, I don't blame people for not wanting to leave under those circumstances because you don't know what's going on. And try to imagine standing on the boat deck and looking out over the side of the ship and this pitch black ocean. For those of you who've never been on a ship at sea, when you're on the deck at night, the ocean is black. It is black. And when I'm out there looking at it, I feel like that's death. When I'm on the deck and I'm looking out at the ocean at night, I'm like, that's death. If I go out there, that's death. So I can't blame people for not wanting to leave. So do you see what I'm saying? They should have been more truthful with the passengers, and they should have been women and children first, but if there's room, let them in on, I think they would have had more people be more willing to go. It's just, it all depends on the situations. And honestly, I don't blame people for not wanting to go. You know what I mean? Listen, the ocean is freaky at night, and especially if it's freezing cold. And as far as you know, everything's fine. You know what I mean? So let's see here. $10 from Chris. Thank you so much. Hi, Sam. A debate broke out in the comments of your Jack Grimm video. Jack Grimm. What are your thoughts on Project Solus, a top secret Jack Grimm? Jack Grimm. I'm having a hard time remembering who Jack Grimm was. A debate broke out. Hang on. Jack Grimm. I made a video about him. Jack Grimm. Oh, the Jack Grimm Titanic. The Titanic expedition. Is that who that was? Expedition. I'm having a complete mind blank moment. Jack Grimm, Record of the Titanic. Jack Grimm. Okay. I know who this is now. Okay, I know who this is now. When you said Jack Grimm, I haven't thought about him since I made that video, and I was like, I had a complete beep. I had a complete mind blank moment. So a debate broke out in your comments on the Jack Grimm video. What are your thoughts on Project Solus, a top secret Royal Navy sonar that supposedly discovered the Titanic in 1977? So you know something? I actually looked that up. I've heard that. I've heard that there was a sonar expedition that supposedly found the wreck of the Titanic. I could not find any mention of it. I could not find any record of it. And fun fact, I was looking for information about that Navy expedition when I discovered the Jack Grimm expedition. I had never heard the Jack Grimm expedition. I didn't know anything about it. And so, yeah, if anybody has any documentation on this supposed U.S. Navy sonar mission that found the Titanic, please send it to me. I would love to read up on it. But seriously, it was hard for me to find information about the Jack Grimm expedition. I was stunned that I found the information that I did. So anytime you type in discover the wreck of the Titanic, Robert Ballard's stuff comes up. It's very hard to find information about anything else. So if anybody else knows anything about that, please let me know. And hang on a second. Project Solus, a top secret. Okay, that's what it was. So if you can find more information on it, maybe if I type in Project Solus. Hang on a second. Project Solus. I did not know it was called that. Let's do a quick little Google. Let's see. Project Solus. U.S. Navy. Let's see if that pulls anything up. Seriously, did that do it? Was that who really found the Titanic? Did a Royal Navy vessel uncover the wreck of the Titanic? Boom! Just like that. All I needed was that Project Solus. That would have saved me so much trouble if I would have known that little detail. There are actual records here. Hang on. 2 words. Let's see. The discovery of the Titanic by Ballard and his team seem like an unquestionable fact. A scarcely mentioned piece of suspicious noise in the data. Wait, hang on. Unquestionable fact. Over an observer who was scarcely mentioned a piece of suspicious noise in data, but all that changed when I joined the Titanic mailing list in 1995 and was faced with the claim that the wreck had been found by a rival team many years previously. The source of this claim was a researcher named Steve Anderson, although I've been unable to unearth the mailing list archives. 2 words only. Project Solus, 1977, Royal Navy Records Office. This information will be declassified in 2027. So it's still classified. So that's why we don't know anything about it. Very interesting. Very, very. So this mission is still classified. That's why we don't know anything about it. I'm definitely going to research this a little bit more. Thank you for telling me Project Solus. That would have saved me so much trouble when I was researching. Project Solus, Navy Titanic expedition. Well, it wasn't an expedition, but you know what I mean. But hey, if I had known that, I never would have discovered the Jack Grimm expedition. I never even knew about it. And it was so funny. When I was researching it, I talked to Tom Linsky about it, and he knew about it, but he didn't know much about it. And I couldn't reach Philip from Titanic Animations, but then I did get in touch with Jordan, his friend who helps him with his videos. And Jordan's when I mentioned this expedition to Jordan, his exact reaction was, "You found a what?" So that was so funny. So I'll definitely research that. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you. Olivia, $2. Thank you so much. Are there any Titanic lifeboats still around? Olivia, as far as I know, all the lifeboats with the Titanic have been lost to history. If any of them are still around, they've been mislabeled or labeled for other ships. So I would assume that they were put onto the Olympic, and maybe some of them were put on the Britannic. So, but as far as what happened to them, they have been lost to history. Joseph, thank you for the 2. Or thank you. Wait, hang on. What did you do? 2. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Joseph, 2. Thank you so much. Do you think the Britannic could have been saved? Iffy. Very iffy. If the Britannic had remained motionless after the mine detonation, had its watertight doors shut and its porthole windows were closed, the Britannic could have most likely been saved. But given everything that happened to it, all 6 watertight compartments were compromised, the porthole windows were open. Yeah, I don't think the Britannic could have been saved under those circumstances. And the captain did try to beach the ship, and the forward momentum of the ship did just force the bow deeper underwater. So you have to remember that as well. The forward momentum of the ship while the captain was trying to beach it definitely did accelerate the sinking. But under different circumstances, yes, I think the Britannic could have been saved. But under the circumstances that the ship found itself that night, or not that night, but that morning, no, I don't think it could have. I don't think it could have. Good question, Joseph. Let's see here. We got wait, hang on. Are we all caught up? 5 from Olivia. Thank you. Question. What does the Unsinkable Molly Brown and Mark Twain have in common? Answer. They both live in Hannibal, Missouri. Huh? Maybe I'm missing something here, but Molly Brown's got a house in Denver, Colorado. Are you making a joke? I think you're making a joke. And I don't really get it, but okay. I don't really get it. Okay. But yeah, Molly Brown lives in Denver, but there's something about your comment that I'm not getting, I'm sure. All right. Anyway, thank you, Olivia. Thank you for the 5. Kelly Cat, 5. Thank you so much. Hi, Sam. Just wanted to wish you a great start to your week. Thank you, Callie. I was getting anxious after 6 days of no uploads. Lol. Happy to see you back. Much love. Thank you, Callie. Yep, I was just busy last week, but I am back and I'm going to get back to work. Do not worry, Callie. Do not worry, everybody else. I've got videos in mind. I've got work to do. I'm ready to get back and start the thing. So don't worry. Videos are coming. Callie, appreciate the 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Vic, 2, thank you so much. Do the SS Winate, a grain ship that went down in 1870. I've never heard of it. The SS Winate. All right, let's do the quick little Google and see what this is. Oh, Kirk, Miss Brown was originally from Hannibal. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that explains it. I did not know that. I know she has her house in Denver, but I didn't know she was originally from there. Thank you for telling me that. Let's see here. SS Windate. Wikipedia was a schooner that sank in 1875 with all hands, presumably in Lake Michigan in the Straits of Mackinac or Mackinac. Close to my island, huh? Straits. For those of you who don't know, I love Mackinac Island. The Wingate. So that's one of the wrecks around my island. That's so cool. Okay, I'm definitely going to look into this. I will definitely check out this ship. Hang on. I'm going to copy and paste it. Great Lake ship that sunk near Mackinac Island or Mackinac Island. I love Mackinac Island. I miss it so much. I can't wait to see it again. Thank you so much. I appreciate the 2. All right, everybody. We are coming up at the end of the live stream. We're coming up on the 1 hour mark. So would you guys like to see Rosie or would you guys like to do another Q&A before we sign off for tonight? What would you guys like to do? Do you guys like to see Rosie or would you guys like to do another Q&A for tonight? Let's see. Both. Just Rosie? Q&A? Q&A? Let's see. Quiz! Rosie, both. Rosie, both. All right, hang on a second. I'm going to set up a poll. What would you all like to do? One second, guys, to close out the live stream. All right, see Rosie, quiz, or both. All right, here we go. Ask your community. Ask your community. All right, whatever the answer is what we're going to do. Let's see. Whatever the answer is, this is what we're going to do. What would y'all like to do to close out the live stream? See Rosie, quiz, or both? Let's see what the answer is. Let's see what's going to happen. Right now, we have 0 responses. So I'm waiting to see. We got both winning by 57%. 73 votes. Let's see here. Both 54%, 79 votes. All right. I think we're going to have to do both. Let's see. I'll give it another 10 seconds. We got 10. We got 9. We got 8. We got 7. We got 6. We got 5. We got 4. We got 3. We got 2. We got 1. End poll. Let's see. I was clicking, but nothing happened. Well, that's weird, Gail. We got 1 from, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. Toei. Okay, thank you for the 1. I appreciate you. All right, we got both. The winner at 52%. All right, let me check on Rosie first. Let me see what she's doing. Be right back. All right, Rosie is sound asleep. I see that super chat. I'll get it in just a second. All right, everybody. Shh. We can't wake her up. We can't wake her up. Rosie, you okay? What's that look for, Rosie? Shh. All right. Everybody, here's Rosie. Rosie, say hi. Friends want to see you. Everybody loves you, Rosie. You okay? You look tired. There's Rosie, sound asleep on the couch. All right. It is time for trivia. I need to set up like some music or something that I can play before the trivia starts. All right. I'm going to disable the slow. Oh, hang on. I got to get this $5 super chat. Olivia again. Thank you so much. Sorry for picking on you a lot this stream. Oh, Olivia, it's fine. But I mean, if there wasn't an annoying commenter in your stream, are you really a YouTuber? Olivia, you are not an annoying commenter. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the support. Although that first question you sent me at the beginning of the stream did make smoke come out of my ears. So thank you for that. Olivia, you are not annoying. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. All right, everybody. So let's do this. Here's what we're going to do. All right. Here's the rules for those of you who don't know. I'm going to do the Q&A now. I'm going to ask you guys questions. You all are going to answer them if you want. But here's the rule, and I will disable the slow mode, but do not answer a question until you hear me hit the table, because if you do, I won't count it. So first person to answer the question is the winner in that round. All right, here we go. Slow mode is disabled now. So remember, you do not answer a question until you hear me hit the table, all right? First question. How cold was the water in Fahrenheit or Celsius on the night that the Titanic went down? Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. All right, Mr. Lusitania got it first. 28 degrees Fahrenheit. And Celsius. Holy crap. Everybody was ready on the chat. Holy cow. The chat just exploded. That was before the slab did it. Okay. Dang on, that's insane. I knew it. All right. Let's see here. All right, next question. Are you Lusitania? No spamming. No spamming. I'm going to time you out. No spamming. If I see spamming, I time you out. All right. Next question. Are you ready? All right. Are you ready? And I'm gonna throw a curveball for you guys. What was the very first game played in the new popular TV show Squid Games? What was the first game played in the first episode of Squid Games? Ready? Go. I'm mixing it up. Red light, green lights. Skeptical got it. Sorry, I thought I'd do something different right there. Skeptical got it. Red light, green light. Red light, green. That show was insane. Maritime history, it doesn't. I was just being funny. I was just being funny for that one episode or that one little question. Red light, green light. All right, let's do something here. Okay. Next question. Okay, so you got to put this in the same answer, okay? So you got to type out both parts of this answer in one question for it to count. In what city and country was the Titanic built at? And also, what was the name of the shipyard that the Titanic built? So I want the city, I want the country, and I want the name of the shipyard all in one answer. That's what I want to get this question right. And if anybody has answers anything before, I'm not going to count it. Are you ready? 1, 2, go. Ready? All right, Richard. Let's see. Belfast, Ireland, Harlan, and Wolf. Got it. Richard got it. Richard got it. I saw it. Richard was the first one that got it. Good job. There were a few people that answered before, but it doesn't count because you didn't go earlier. Tobia, that's it. I'm going to bed. Oh, Tobia, don't go to bed yet. Stay in the live stream. Stay in the live stream. I appreciate you. All right, let's see here. Oh, okay. I've got a hard one. I've got a hard one for you guys. All right, here we go. Who was the passenger on the Titanic who is most likely the only living witness to the grand staircase dome imploding because he was standing in between the first and second funnel when the final plunge began? And he said that he was standing above the grand staircase, and he said he felt this huge suction drawing him down. Who was this Titanic passenger? On your mark, get set, go. Who was this passenger? Kristen got it. Archibald Gracie. Kristen was the first one that got it. Archibald Gracie. Man, you guys are good. You guys are good. Archibald Gracie. Kristen, you got it. Hang on a sec. All right, I got to look up this one real quick. This is going to be a hard one. I don't even remember his name. I have to look it up. Hang on a second. All right. Here we go. This is going to be a hard one, guys. And remember, no Google. Even though I had to Google it, you guys aren't allowed to Google it. Who was... all right, I got to post a link here in case you guys don't know it. And I'm going to give you guys a minute to... all right, there we go. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a minute to look at this picture in case you don't know who it is, but I'm sure you all will from the picture. All right, everybody stop chatting. Everybody stop talking for a second. Everybody stop talking. All right, what is the name of the boy holding the famous Titanic newspaper, Titanic Disaster, Great Loss of Life? What is that kid's name? Here is an image to that picture if you don't know what I'm talking about. Who is the kid? What is the name of the kid in the Titanic newspaper holding that paper that says Titanic Disaster, Great Loss of Life? On your mark, get set, go. I am ready to see it. And Elemental Gaming got it right. Elemental Gaming, good job. Man, you guys got that one quick. Holy cow, I thought for sure I would trip you up a little bit there. I really thought for sure that would trip you up. Good job. Olivia, he did die in the war. You are correct. He did die in the war. All right, give me a second, guys. All right, we're going to close out the live stream, probably one or two more questions. But let me see here. Oh, okay. If somebody can answer this question, I'm going to be very surprised. I'm really diving in deep here to figure out who can answer this question. What time on the Titanic, and hey, remember, I had to look this up. I'm actually got a page open on this book, so I'm looking this up. At what time on the Titanic were the first distress rockets fired? What time on the Titanic were the first distress rockets fired? On your mark, get set, go. What time on the Titanic were the first distress rockets fired? Wrong. You're close. I don't see it. Hang on. Everybody's close. I'm going very slowly here, going through them bit by bit. Christopher, you're very close. I don't see it yet. Everybody here is just slightly off. I don't see it yet. 12:30, 12:45. You guys are so close, but I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the right answer yet. According to this book, I mean, there is some margin of error. All right, everybody who guessed 12:45, I'm going to give that to you. So everybody who did say 12:45, I will give it to you. But according to the Titanic book on a Sea of Glass, the first distress rocket, I don't know if you all can see it, but the first rocket was fired at 12:47 a.m. 12:47 a.m. was the first rocket fired. I'm telling all of you, this book is the Bible on Titanic. So 12:47, so close. So everybody, I'm going to give the correct answer to this to everybody who guessed 12:45, because honestly, that's close enough. And there is some margin of error there, so it isn't definite. Cody, wait a minute. I did say 12:47. I didn't see it, Cody. I didn't. Mr. Wilson, how is anybody supposed to know that? Trust me, there are people that know that answer. All right. Here we go. And I think this will be the final question of the evening. Are you all ready? What was the very first lifeboat? What lifeboat was the first one to be picked up by the Carpathia? What lifeboat was the first one to be picked up by the Carpathia? On your mark, get set, go. What lifeboat was the first one to be picked up by the Carpathia? Don't see it yet. Tana, lifeboat number 2. Good job. Tana got it. Lifeboat number 2. Tana got it. Good job. All right. Bonus round. Which of the Titanic's officers was in charge of lifeboat number 2? Which of the Titanic's officers was in charge of lifeboat number 2? Go. Which of the Titanic's officers was in charge of lifeboat number 2? Good job. Billy got it. Billy got it. Billy Boomer got it. Boxhall. Good job. Then the chat explodes. There's definitely a delay here. Harrison. So close. All right, you know what? Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Let me find something here. Let me find a good question here. Let's see. I want to see here. All right, here we go. Hang on, wait a minute. Okay, what was the name of the ship that almost hit the Titanic as she was departing for her maiden voyage? What was the name of the ship that almost hit the Titanic when she was departing for her maiden voyage? Ready, set, go. Let's see, I'm waiting. Fitz got it, the SS New York. Man, the chat just explodes. Holy crap. It's like, it's hard to deal with the delay. It's hard, as I know there's a delay here. So I know there's a delay. All right, real last question. Real last question for tonight. Real last question. All right, let me see here. Let me pick a question that's hard. Let me pick a question that's hard. Okay, let's. I actually need some. I need to think about this for a second. All right, so. I actually can't think of a question. I had a complete mind blank. Oh, okay, I know. All right, here we go. I've got one. What was the name of the crewman on the Titanic who had no intention of surviving the sinking, but since he didn't think he was going to survive, he made it his personal mission that the Titanic would go down with as little alcohol as possible? What was this person's name? Ready, set, go. What was the name of this person? I don't see. Boom! Jordan got it. Charles Yelkin. Charles Yelkin. Good job. Charles, you know what I'm going to do for the next live stream? That's not hard. Hey, listen, that was the best I can think of. I had a mind blank moment. But yeah, it's the best. So what I'm going to do for probably next week is I'm going to make out a list of questions and make them really difficult questions. And that's what I'm going to try to figure, because it's hard for me to come up with these questions on the spot. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all so much for tuning in for tonight's live stream. I'm going to close out the live stream now. Thank you guys so much. And hey, you guys are awesome. Thank you all for tuning in. Everybody who did super chats, thank you all so much. Thank you for the great Q&A. Man, these are so much fun. I have to keep doing these. These are great. All right, everybody. Well, hey, you all stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. And thank you all so much for all your support, because I definitely couldn't do it without all of you. All right, everybody. Have a good evening.